my air signs, if you are a Gemini, Aquarius, or a Libra, this is your full moon in Scorpio reading. So my air signs, how y'all guys doing? I hope you are doing well. Let's get right into your full moon in Scorpio reading. So as I mentioned with the other readings, is that this is a collective reading for you air signs. You know by now, you know the drill. Just take what resonates with you and leave the rest for the fellow viewers that might be watching. This reading is pertaining to the full moon. By now, as I mentioned as well with the other readings, is usually I will do a separate video pertaining to the overview as to what the full moon or any type of moon phase reading will entail. But by now, I just feel like it's just second nature that you guys already know what full moon means. It brings endings. It brings a culmination to something. It also illuminates. But the full moon in Scorpio is asking us, telling us to, or letting us know it's time to release negativity. Now, negativity can come in different forms and from different forms, of different forms. Person, place, things, situations, what have you. So we're going to dive right in to see what it is that you air signs will be letting go, releasing under this full moon in Scorpio. All right. So the first card that I pulled out for you guys that is going to represent your overall theme at this time, you guys got lust. All right, very interesting, lust. Okay, but also this energy is connected to the number one. One is going to be of significant, and it is significant. As I was preparing a spread, one is very significant. One in tarot is the start of something. It's the beginning of something. It's starting something fresh, right? It's like letting go, leaving things behind to start all over again. Okay, but also this energy of lust is connected to the planet of Venus, but it's also something else I was going to say. It's also connected to the energy of Aries, and Aries is the first sign, Uno, that starts the zodiac chart. So I feel that what this theme for you guys is incorporating is, or making emphasis to, is that you guys now is finally letting go of something, whether it's a person, place, a situation, whatever it may be. Again, you would know how this will mean for you on your own personal situation, but you're letting go of something. And I also feel that it's something that you've been wanting to let go of something, but you didn't. You've been like straddling. You've been trying to figure it out. You know, it's like you take a step forward, 2 steps back, 2 steps forwards, another step back. So as I look at your spread, you have definitely come to a point, and if you haven't, guess what? It's going to possibly happen during this time of this full moon of letting go, so that between now and by the new moon, it's officially done and you are just already embarking on something new. So as I always say, in terms of motivation and being encouraged, whenever it is that we make these kind of decisions that is going to work for us in the long haul for our better progress and overall peace of mind and happiness, what I always suggest that you do is to go ahead, give yourself a pat on the back and congratulate yourself for taking such, to making a decision, to take strides and steps to do what's needed in your own life, right? This is something that we always should do when we make decisions that is going to better us in the long run, okay? So, with your overall theme of lust, the overall energy now that is being influenced by this is that of the 10 of cups or the 10 of water. But it's also connecting the energy that was on top of the deck is the 6 of swords. This is you guys' energy. The swords is connected to that of air energy. So definitely, if you know about the 6 of swords, it is leaving difficult situations and moving on to calmer waters. And anytime we move on from difficult situations, it's like we're going toward a place of peace. Peace of mind, body, and soul, right? But we are moving on. You guys are shifting. You're coming out of a situation from something that has been burdensome, something that has been, you can look at it as toxic or negative, because this is the theme behind this full moon, letting go of negativity. And again, you're going to put it where it fits for you. Now, for some of you with the 10 of cups here, the 10 of cups is relating to family or home life. So for some of you, this could be a family situation, that things on the home front hasn't been going well, and maybe there's been some type of conflicts, there's been some type of power struggles. Whatever it is, it's something that is going to be affected. Your home environment is going to be affected in some shape or form. All right, now let's shift down to the cards that now is kind of clarifying how this theme of lust and the Ten of Cups is, what is exactly triggering these energies, what have triggered these energies to come out for you, air signs. We got the Page of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, let's start off with the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles can be a student. It can be many things depending on the scenario of the reading. So it can be a student, but pages also are messengers. They bring messages. Now, because it's the Page of Pentacles, which is connected to money, but it also can be that of connecting you to things of value. But in this case, the Pages is also that of someone that's young. It could be petty. It can also just in terms of status and the level in which and how it comes up to, it's also just indicating that for some of you, in terms of now, what do you look at? How do you look at a situation in your life that you're giving very little value to? You're giving very little attention to something. Now, by the way, which I forgot to mention, just right quick, to kind of give you more insight about how and what this full moon is about, it is prompting us to introspect, revisit, reevaluate. So you can say that it's a time of reflecting on where life is currently taking us. And so that is exactly what is behind the theme of this full moon. It's a reevaluation. But I feel that, like I said, for some of you, you have already been reevaluating something for quite some time, maybe a few months, maybe a couple of weeks. But it's almost like you're coming down to the wire at this time. And it's kind of going to affect the decision. Your decision, we still got Mercury retrograde going on. So Mercury retrograde, sometimes it can cause some snuffles in terms of communicating, speaking of which. But nonetheless, it shows that you guys now, you are having very little. You're giving little. You really don't care about anything anymore pertaining to a situation. Because for you, it's like, I have done all that I can. I have tried. You have held back from making a decision. Now, lust is also that, when I spoke about Aries energy, about striking out, being very hasty, I feel strongly that some of you in the past wanted to let go or release something. But again, you held on to it, trying to make it work, to see if it can be worked upon. This is why the page come up, because now you're at a point where you are like thrown in the tower. You're like saying very little work. You're not showing much effort, much value into working on something. All right. Now let's move over to the Ten of Wands. This is exactly the energy that you guys might be going through it right now. You're ready to let it go. If you see in the image here that this person is holding a wand with 9 wands over his shoulder. Now the 9 of Wands itself in the tarot is that of feeling drained and depleted. It's like you're trying to go. One more wand left. You connect to the Ten of Wands. That's like you're trying hard. But at this point, it's like you're drained out. You have no more to give. And so what you're doing, you are releasing those burdens. Whatever this may look for you, which connects back to the theme of the full moon, releasing negativity. So for some of you, you might be dealing with somebody of water sign, not necessarily. You could be dealing with another air sign. Okay, or you might be dealing with a fire sign. Those are the signs that I see here. Or you could be dealing with someone of earth sign, or even have those placements. So you basically got all the elements. So it could be any sign at this point that you might be dealing with a situation. But it is connected, look like, on the home front. All right, so 10 wands, letting it go. And next to it, you got the 4 pentacles. So you see, this is something that you guys been holding on to. The 4 of Pentacles is an energy of holding on to something very tightly, but now you're ready to let it go. I think about the bow and arrow. As I was preparing your cards, I was thinking about a bow and arrow. boom, you're letting it go, you're releasing it. And as I look at the top of the deck, you have the Eight of Wands. You see? You're letting those wands go. You're releasing those wands, but it's moving forward. So as you are releasing and letting it go, you are moving forward. So that means that you have made a decision about something. It's also a communication card. It's also a travel card. It's also fast energy, fast moving energy, which means, like I said, this is something that has been built up with you air signs and wanting to let something go from before in the past, but you kept holding on to it. Not no more. You're not holding on to it. Now is the time that you want to let it go. And as we wind down and close out your reading, in terms of what the potential outcome would be, you guys got the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is an image showing here of someone that is, again, holding on to the wand. Now, wands is very strong in you guys' reading today. The wands, like I said, is about action as well. It's connected to fire signs. So you guys, during this full moon, is being driven. You are getting the courage. You are getting the ambition. You're getting that Aries type of energy. Remember the one when I mentioned with the one? You are giving or being in this energy of just moving forward. And you really, the attitude behind it is like, I don't care anymore. It's like I've done all that I could to try to make a situation work, but to no avail. And so you are done. Whether it's mentally that you are done, whether it's physically, pertaining to an environment, or whatever it may pertain to, you are done. You're holding this wand. You're coming in as the King of Wands, and you are moving forward at this time because you are ready to release that bow from that arrow to move forward towards something. And so, when I look at the top of the deck from which the King of Wands come, I look at the Three of Pentacles. This is collaboration. This is work. You're no longer interested anymore. You are not willing to work on something anymore. You have made the decision, as I see the Seven of Cups that follows. You are making a decision about something that maybe you weren't quite sure about, because the Seven of Cups can be that of confusion. So in the past, maybe you was confused about something, but also you got the Hangman, the major arcana of the Hangman, which means that you've been up in the air about something, trying to see something from a different perspective, trying to get clarity so as to figure out something. And maybe you was a bit confused, but now with this full moon, full moon also illuminates. It brings clarity to something, a situation, a person, or a thing. So in whatever manner that you guys are looking to make a decision about, I feel that if you haven't already, under this full moon in Scorpio, the Scorpionic moon is going to help you to give you some sort of resolution to bringing something to an end. All right. So my air signs, as we close out, and it's interesting enough, I forgot, and I don't want to cheat you. I was just like with the other readings, I closed out with getting a message from Spirit Guides to see exactly what it is in terms of what is the final message for you air signs. So I don't know how I forgot that, but I'm going to actually shuffle and see exactly what is Spirit's final message for you air signs pertaining to the energy of your theme of lust to that of your energy of the Ten of Cups here. All right. So let's see, Spirit, what is your final message? How do we close out this reading for air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. How do we close out? What is your message for the collective of air signs under this full moon in Scorpio? All right, and you guys have don't relinquish your power. I know it's hard to see. Don't relinquish your power. And that's exactly what the King of Wands is about. It's taking back your power, not giving away your power anymore to anyone. You are in control of how, going back to the overall theme, you're in control of how you want to change the way your life is currently, right? If you're not happy, you have the power to take back control. Even though the Emperor energy is not here, but just the same with the King of Wands, it's that of the Emperor, taking back that power and moving forward toward a life that will be ideal for you, whether it's with somebody else, whether it's with a new home, a situation, a career, a job, however that matches for you or look like for you, you have the power. Use that power to change the narrative of your story that's going to make you happy and peaceful at the end. All right, my air signs, that is the message for you today. I will leave it there. If you have any feedback for me, do so into the comment section. Let me know what you think. As well, send some fire to that thumbs button, which I didn't mention with my other readings, but give me a like. And if you do want an extended reading of this new moon, of this full moon, you can reach out to me for a private session. I am open for your personal reading. Until the next moon phase, my air signs, I'm wishing all of you a wonderful Tuesday evening. I am kind of hot here, so I'm a little flushed. But anyway, one more reading to go and I am done. But anyway, until the next one, I'm wishing all of you a wonderful night. Peace, love, and light. Bye for now.